Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have now gone over the part from the May 25 lows. So that would be the move from the lows of the 7th of April 25. That means that move to the upside. I have gone over that again and I relabeled that all a little bit because it just doesn't work. Okay, it just doesn't work. And first of all, I really have to say that it's really, really hard to determine what's going on here, okay, right now, because it's so confusing right now. It's so confusing. It is so less volume, very, very low volume, very low volume, and it's moving in my way in corrective nature. It doesn't look good to me, honestly. It doesn't look good to me, okay? And for those of you who watch my videos, you know that I have two counts aside at the moment. I need to zoom out a little bit. That the first one, or the one I have on the chart, is the green count, which would lead to a five-wave structure advanced to the upside in five waves. The other one is that being an A, B, C structure to the upside in wave B, followed by downside continuation. And take at least these lows, even we get a running flat and we hold somewhere here and put the 4 and then here of primary degree. But this is kind of a content that I want to go over the weekend when I'm on the bigger picture. And for now, yes. So for now, it's like that I have relabeled that a little bit. I mean, not a little bit, it's just a lot that I've relabeled. But I now go over the green scenario where I expect five waves to the upside, where we have done wave 1, wave 2. We should be in the early stages of the wave 3, then we should get a pullback and another 5 to the upside. So, the first problem I have with that, okay, the first problem I have with that is that the wave 1 here is a three-wave move. It's definitely a three-wave move. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to see that, okay? It's really an ABC. It's a three-wave move to the upside, not an impulse, nothing, okay? So that's why I also have the wave A here. The next move to the downside is a corrective move to the downside in an ABC. That I have labeled now in the green count as wave 2. In the B scenario, I have labeled that as a B wave low here. Then, now it starts to get interesting. I mean, we need now, in the 3 here, in the green wave 3, we need 5 waves, which I've labeled now in yellow. Okay, I'm not talking about the degrees right now because this can change. And we need 5 waves for the 3 here, okay? That's very sure. We need 5 waves for the 3. So we did wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5, okay? But let me just start with that. In the yellow wave 3, we need also 5 waves. I have labeled them here now in the blue. Wave 1, 2, then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Because the wave 3 in yellow needs also 5 waves. So that's okay. That is working. That is working. Okay, so now I've labeled it like this. Wave 1 done, wave 2 done, wave 3 done, wave 4 done, and we should be in the 5 of 3 in green. That means also in the yellow wave 5 of green wave 3, we need 5 waves. Wave 1 is done, wave 2 is done, we should be in the wave 3, and we should get another 4 and another 5. And that then would finish the wave 5 and the green wave 3. Okay? I have a problem, honestly, I have a problem counting this, especially this area here. This is it's a little bit tricky for me, okay? Because it's the way it's I mean, I can show you what I mean with that, okay? I'm gonna put up the Fibonacci retracement levels, being this a possible overshooting irregular B wave, okay? And you can see we directly hit the 138.2 retracement level. That means it could also be a flat correction here, okay? So that possibly the wave 3, I mean, this is no micro counting. It's not so relevant for the continuation of of the probabilities, because either the wave 3 is finished here, and we would then have to put the 3 here, the 4 here, the 5 here, and this then would be our A, B, C structure. Okay, but I have a problem with that as well. I mean, because the wave 4 here is way too short. It's just way too short compared to this wave 2 here. It's just too short. I mean, also to this wave 2. It's just too short for this being a wave 4. So that's why, and I'm going to put that back aside. We just have to know that the possibility exists that this is an A, B, C flat structure here. And also what we did is that we directly hit the 100% extension here, okay? On the nose, I'm going to remove that so you can see it. So first of all, these two targets to the upside, the first target here being this an irregular B wave, is very valid because it's directly inside the 123.6 and the 138.2. And the C wave, when this is an A, B, C, hit the 100% extension. Perfectly flat correction, the perfect textbook-like flat correction. But if I count it like that, I have difficulties to proceed or to follow the following subwaves here, okay? It's not working. Because, you know, I had this as a diagonal pattern here somehow, which is not working. It's not working. It's just not working due to this move here. It's just not working anymore. So that's why I have removed it. And for now, I really go with that scenario, okay? I really go with that scenario. It's also a very ugly wave 4, I have to tell you. It's a very ugly wave 4. And either it's a flat correction where you have to put the 3 here, the 4 is here. No, the 4 is still here, but it would be an ABC flat correction. Okay, it could be that this is the part, but it doesn't matter because the 4 would finish either way here. Okay, so that's at the moment not the case. Also, not a big deal if we leave it like that, because the 3 doesn't matter if it's here or here. The 4 would in both scenarios be finished here. So from here now, when we have our wave 3 and 4 done in yellow, we are on the 5 in yellow of the green wave 3. So that also consists, as I said, of 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where can this move bring us? The move, in my view, can bring us a little bit higher, but it could be that the 3 is already done. I'm not sure about that because it's just a mess at the moment. So we have to really be on the short and secure side that we know that we know where we are. And also one thing to add here, I measured the retracement level from our wave 3, from our wave 2 to the 3, and we got the 23.6. So that's fitting, okay? Either way, it's fitting. So now I'm going to move on, and we can see that we have probably our wave 1 building here to the upside in a very, very strange structure, I have to tell you. And you see I'm on the line chart because no chance to count that BS, sorry that I have to say that, to count that BS on a candlestick chart. It's not possible to see anything on the candlestick chart because it's just ugly. And from here now, from our wave 4 low, we need 5 waves up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that would finish then our wave 5 in yellow of 3. So now I'm talking about a very serious thing, because if from our target area here we don't get an ABC pullback and one more high, and we go up directly into our irregular B wave target without this pullback here, and that's very, very important. We need this pullback. The probabilities increase dramatically that this is still a B wave to the upside. I have to tell you this, and a lot of people maybe don't want to hear it, but it's the case. If we don't get this 4-5 separation in time and price, the scenario remains very, very valid that this move up to the upside is still a corrective move. Okay, either it's an overshooting V wave because we took the previous all-time highs, that's for sure. But if we go up from here directly into the target area, the scenario is very, very increased that we are in the C of B. So that whole move is just a correction. Okay, it's just a corrective move. For now, we have to be open for both scenarios, because if we get our 4 and 5 to the upside, we can afterwards expect our wave 2, and we can label our wave 1 above the green count. And then the upside continuation would continue. But, and this is why I'm talking about it a lot of times, sorry, that if we go higher directly here, it's very, very, very dangerous that we are just in this correction. So, now that I've gone through that, okay, what else do we expect right now? So in the yellow wave 5, we need the 3 to be finished, which target would be 22,797 under normal circumstances, and I have to add this to my updates right now because it's very, very strange. Then we should get a pullback and get a move higher. Okay, these targets are just targets that they are on the chart. The market doesn't have to do that. When we have 5 waves completed here, I would be just cautious. Okay, whenever you can count 5 waves on the micro counting on the micro level, be cautious for the start of the pullback. And this pullback needs to be in a corrective nature if we want to continue higher. And we really need, I mean, I can now take some measurements for that move to the upside where we have support, because I think, I mean, I just can't take this level. I don't know if the price can go there. I don't have a crystal ball. But if we expect this 4th wave to happen, these are the targets, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, these are the targets here. And they should then afterwards hold. And that needs to be definitely a 3-wave pullback, corrective nature. And then we should get one more high in the green wave 5. So, and if we continue higher, please be aware of this target area. And it's still the same as I had here with this overshooting B wave. The markets tend to do, or tend to like these flat corrections. And afterwards, if we see that we hold here, that could either develop into a running flat, like we have here, possibly, so that we don't take out the starting point of the correction. That means we would not break below our A wave low. Okay, that would be the running flat correction. And then we can get an expanded flat, which would mean that we have a lot of selling and we take previous lows. Okay, that's the part right now we have to determine later on. But for now, I think it's relatively clear. And I hope now that this is correct. I mean, I sit here and watched, and what can I do? What can I add? How can I count that? It's so freaking awesome at the moment. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like that. Okay. So please understand also, we are all also only humans. So if we do some kind of an error inside, or not an error, you mean, it's just an interpretation thing, you know. And Elliot wave gives probabilities for good trade setups. And I mean, the pathway was in the right direction, but that I have to relabel all that due to this move here. You know, it's just sometimes happens, and that's what you have to react to, and then you have to look at it and say, hey, maybe we can do it differently. Then I go over the count and say, okay, we can do it like this. That would work. And we have our target area to the upside, and we have support. And whenever this is holding, I would look for upside continuation, and I can add now one fit retracement level. I mean, this you can also add on your chart on your own. The 61.8 would be invalidated, or would be an invalidation for this being a wave 4. Afterwards, depending on how high we go, the target will adjust with the price. Okay. So I wish this was clear, and I hope I could help some of you. And yeah, have a nice trading day. Have a good evening, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.